Fellow Biafrans, international community, I believe that everyone, wherever you are listening to me and you are hearing my voice. I greet you. So, as it stands now, without wasting your time, I want to inform you that Nigerian lawmakers are in trouble. Nigerian lawmakers are in trouble as they invited the CDS, Christopher Musa, the Chief Defense Staff of Nigeria, for explanation of what he and his men are doing, why insecurity overwhelmed Nigeria or is now on the rampage. Insecurity, terrorism, banditry, Boko Haram killers are perpetrating evil on the innocent people of Nigerian citizens, collecting ransoms of millions of naira through kidnapping, raping, and many other illegal ways. What has Christopher Musa achieved? What has he done to stop this menace? And this mess they found themselves have exposed their incompetence as a government of Nigeria to the international community. What has Christopher Musa to tell them? And now they have run into a problem of making account of what they used the money for US aid for. Christopher Musa, the lawmakers are asking him to give reasons why terrorists should overpower Nigerian militaries. And he, Christopher Musa, have said there is nothing anybody can do about it to stop it. So they are making it as if let Christopher Musa not to look suspicious on what is happening. But Christopher Musa is already a suspect. When you look at what happened in Kaduna recently, many people lost their lives, their livelihoods, and many communities and villages were deserted recently. And look at what happened yesterday. Many people were dead by the hands of terrorists of Nigeria. So, as the Chief Defense Staff of Nigeria, the security of lives and properties of Nigerians are being committed into his hands. But he is nonchalant and he's not ready to do anything. Because why? It's an instruction and a discussion that have been concluded. So he is playing his role. He is playing his part. So these are the people we call Cabal and Jagaban. Don't go too far. Christopher Musa have no any excuse for whatever he may say or whatever he is saying. That if now terrorism cannot be combated in Nigeria, which means terrorists have overtaken Nigerian militaries, have overpowered the Nigerian militaries, and we can see it that in the military cantonment of Kaduna Zaria, Georgia, the terrorists went and bombarded the barrack. The military academy was bombarded. How many times now? So what happened? Nothing. So they penetrated Abuja, wreaked havoc. So nobody is talking about it. Christopher Musa is not talking about the deaths of people on daily basis. What he is interested is on how to kill Simon Ekpa and kill Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Christopher Musa and the Tinubu and their cohorts, Otoji, Bello, they have a lot to explain to United States of America what actually prompted their inadequacy, incompetence to combat the menace of terrorists in Nigeria. And if he said that because of lack of valid ammunitions, lack of this and lack of that, then why is it so he didn't let international community know that this is what is going on, and that is why Nigerian militaries are being incapacitated? Musa have to explain why he reintegrated terrorists into Nigeria country, and Musa have to explain what actually propelled him to recruit about 800 and something terrorists into Nigeria army, and said that they are repentant or repented Boko Haram. They are repented terrorists. Are you getting it now? Musa have to explain why he share 1,500 terrorists into Nigeria police and Nigeria DSS, and that is why from IG of police to the last corporal, to the constable, all of them today are criminals and terrorists, illegally, fixed in one department or the other, and give them rank and give them uniform. So whatever that is happening is none of their business, because these people you are seeing are not policemen. They are terrorists. And it has spread it to the whole country that if you say anything against Fulani terrorists, against bandits, against criminals, then either soldiers come after you and kill you, or Nigeria police come after you and kill you. And that is the ministry of Tinubu. Tinubu have 3 ministries, 3 objectives to achieve. And the number one objectives of Tinubu is to kill. Number two is to steal. Number three is to destroy. Tinubu is fully energized and possessed with evil spirits, supported and surrounded by magicians, sorcerers, necromancers, and enchanters, and at the same time fully supported with the criminals and the terrorists and bandits. And this is why he believed that nothing will happen. So when anybody finish making noise, the person will go and sit down. But this time, o juru Tinubu anya, rie ya ọnụ. Tinubu have a long way to go from here. Tinubu will not continue killing Nigerians. Christopher Mustafa or Christopher Musa will never continue killing Biafrans. Enough is enough. And let me tell you one thing before I wrap up. President Donald Trump have vowed to make sure that anything that have to do with terrorism and the terrorist organization and their sponsors, their funders, that he get all of them and treat them the way they were supposed to be treated. Because Nigeria government is partnering with a terrorist. And he will make sure that anything that has to do with the terrorism is decongested out of Nigeria. Donald Trump made a statement that is very crucial. He said when he is through with the war of Ukraine and Russia, then Nigeria will be his next point of call. Don't forget this in your mind. Tinubu should not forget this in a hurry. Igbo politicians are not exempted because all of them are great. And this is why, as they are killing in Yoruba land, they are killing in Hausa land, they are killing in Middle Belt, they are killing in Igbo land, and nobody is saying anything. All the politicians, all the police, all the soldiers, the DSS, all of them remain mute. But Tinubu is the one. They are following his footsteps. So Donald Trump needed an account of how Tinubu and his cohorts have gone about spending the money that was not meant for them to spend. And Trump have promised Igbos their security, their protection, and at the same time, Biafra nation. So, my fellow Biafrans, I will say, let us keep praying that the good work that God has started doing will end on a good note. And Biafrans shall be emerged victorious at the end. Because we have seen the caterpillars and cankerworms that eats the vine. Christopher Musa is on a hot seat, and he will not escape. All of them will not escape. It's not a matter of Finland should extradite Simon Ekpa. Now Musa and Tinubu are going to be extradited. They are going to be indicted with their terrorist campaigns. So, as I'm talking with you, terrorism in Nigeria is an industry for Nigerian politicians without exception. There is no law, there is no check, no balance. It is the life they have been living, and that is why you see they are busy eating the money that was not meant for them. Nigeria is not a country and will never be a country. Nigeria have finished. Terrorists are the people who are running the government of Nigeria. And I believe that the lives they wasted away, God will not forgive them. And God will not have mercy on them for the atrocities they have committed without mercy. I leave you here.